Hello, welcome to Physics with Amol sir. So this video is for class 9 and we are going to continue with the chapter of force and laws of motion. But before we are starting with that topic, I want to answer some queries. So one student has asked that she is not able to understand which formula to choose when we talk about the three equations. So let us see that in a very short and then we will start with today's topics. Okay. So, when we talk about the three kinetic equations, first one is V is equal to U plus AT. Second one is V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Third one is S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Okay, so these are our three kinematic equations. Now, how to understand which equation we should choose when we are solving the problems? Okay, so here is a simple thing we have to understand. We have to look at our given values and on that basis we should select the equation, okay, which we want to use. For example, let us say we have been told the initial velocity of a particular car or vehicle is 5 meter per second. Okay, and we have been told the acceleration is 10 meter per second square. Okay, and we have been told the time taken to achieve this acceleration is equal to suppose 20 seconds. Okay, this is the information given to us and we have been asked find out how much is the final velocity after 20 seconds. Okay, is the situation understood? A car starts at 5 meter per second, okay, then it accelerates for 10 meter per second square for 20 seconds and we have to find out what is the velocity. Now, how do we find out velocity? So, let us look at first equation. V is equal to U plus AT. Can I use the first equation to find out velocity? Okay, so I am having U, so I get this value. Okay, next, do I have acceleration? Yes, I have got acceleration. Do I have time? Yes, I am having time. So if I use only the first equation, can I get my answer? Absolutely yes. If I am given U, A and T, I can very easily find out V. Is that okay? So now I know how to use the first equation. But suppose we have been asked to find out V, but time has not been told to us. Okay, we have not been told how much is the time taken. Okay, instead we have been told the displacement is suppose 3 meters in that case. Okay, now if these are the given values, then how do we find out V? Then let us look at second equation. Okay, if I use first equation for this, I cannot find the value of V. Why? I don't know how much is the time taken. Fine. Okay, can I use second equation? Second equation U. Yes, I am having U. Second equation needs A. So I am having A. And it needs S. I am having S. So to find out this particular case, I can use equation number second. Getting the idea? So it depends on which values are given to us. You have to put the value in that case. Okay, try for all the three equations. Then you will be able to get the answer. Okay, I hope this was understood. Now using this, you can also find out how much is the time. How you will find out? Put the values in the third equation. But first we will have to find out, okay, if I put the value for U, if I put the value for A and I put the value for S, I will be able to figure out the time as well. Okay, so this is how you have to understand. So I hope I was able to clear your doubt. Even now if there is a doubt, okay, please don't forget to ask. Okay, now for today's topics. So in the previous class, we discussed the concept of force and we talked about balanced and unbalanced forces. Today we are going to see Newton's first law of motion. I am sure you have heard the name of Isaac Newton. Okay, he is a very great scientist and he is also known as the father of physics. Okay, he basically started the branch of physics. So he is a very great scientist. So Newton has given us three laws of motion. These are extremely important whenever you study science, okay, whenever you study mechanics. These three laws form the basis of all the study. So today we are going to see the first law. Okay, this is called as first law of motion. So first law of motion, it is also known as the law of inertia. Now what is inertia? We will discuss in a minute. First, let us see the statement of Newton's first law of motion. Here is the statement. Every object in a state of rest or of uniform motion in a straight line continues in the same state unless it is acted upon by an external unbalanced force. I want you to read the statement once again. Pause the video and read the statement. Okay, so the statement looks very large, and whenever we look at a formula or a statement like this, we feel scared and we think it is a very difficult topic. But trust me, it is not. Okay, so I will keep the statement on the screen, and now let us discuss the meaning of this. What is the meaning? Let us look at the first half. First half says, every object in a state of rest. You understand what is rest, right? So, let us consider a ball that is placed on a field. Okay, so this is a ball that is lying, a football that is lying on the field. This ball is in a state of rest. Is that correct? Newton's law says, a ball which is in a state of rest will remain in the state of rest. For how long it will remain in the state of rest? Till somebody is coming and applying a force on the ball or kicking the ball. If somebody comes and applies an unbalanced force, then the ball will start to move. Easy to understand? Okay. So, if object is in state of rest, it will remain in rest until somebody has applied an external unbalanced force. I hope you remember the concept of unbalanced force. So, to move an object at rest, unbalanced force is required. This is told to us by Newton's first law. Is that clear? Very easy to understand. Now let us see the next part. Next part, he says, object at rest or uniform motion in a straight line. Okay. If an object is having uniform motion in a straight line, I hope you can remember the concept of uniform motion. Okay, that was in the previous chapter. Uniform motion means object moving with the same velocity. Okay, so let us say we have applied a force on the ball and the ball is moving. So the ball is having a uniform motion. What do you do to stop the ball? Somebody applies a force from the other side, correct? To stop the ball, we have to apply again an unbalanced force. This is Newton's first law of motion. Is the idea understood? So once again, if object is at rest, it will always remain at rest. Okay, till what time? Till unbalanced force is being applied. Next part, if object is in uniform motion in a straight line, it will always be in uniform motion in a straight line unless there is an external unbalanced force. Making sense? But then you will ask that we kick the ball. Nobody is there to stop it, but still the ball comes to a rest. Okay, can you think of any forces which are there which are trying to stop the ball? Yes, I think you are thinking about it. When a ball is moving on the ground, there is the force of friction between the ball and the ground. So it is a force of friction which is the unbalanced force which is actually stopping our ball. Okay, so remember, if you want an object to move from rest, apply unbalanced force. If you want to stop an object which is already moving, apply an unbalanced force. This is told to us by Newton's first law of motion. A very simple and a very logical law. This is something that we see in everyday life anyways. Okay? And as I said, this is also called as the law of inertia because this law gives us the property of inertia. Okay? So here is a definition of inertia. Inertia is the tendency of an object to remain in a state of rest or of uniform motion unless an external unbalanced force is acted upon it. Okay, so this is the concept of first law of motion and the concept of inertia. Now I hope it is not very confusing. Okay. Now in the next class we will discuss second law of motion and third law of motion. Now these things are very new for us. Okay. So there is a chance that you may find it difficult to understand, but that is fine. As we go along, as we see other topics, the things will start becoming more clear. Okay. So with that we will stop for today. Your task is you are going to read till this topic, till the first law of motion from the textbook. If you are not having a textbook, please let me know. I will send you a soft copy of the textbook on the WhatsApp group. Okay.